Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Hamid Academy 2024. This is my video number 19 under the series in which I am discussing about science. The topic which I will be covering in this video is Scientists Risking Their Lives Part 5. Yuri Gagarin. He was a Russian cosmonaut. He was the first person in the world to go into space. He undertook this mission in a spacecraft called Vostok 1. He undertook the space mission on 12th of April 1961. He reached an altitude of 301 kilometers. His mission lasted for 108 minutes from launching to landing. He completed one orbit of the Earth. The time taken was 89 minutes for one orbit around the Earth. He risked his life for this mission as no one had gone into space till then, and he had the courage to venture into a new and unknown area of space. Alan Shepard. He was an American astronaut. He was the first American to go into space. He was the second person in the world after Yuri Gagarin to go into space. He was also the fifth person to walk on the moon. Alan Shepard's first mission to space. He went into space in the spacecraft Freedom 7 on 5th of May 1961. He went to an altitude of 186 kilometers. His space mission lasted for 15 minutes. He did not orbit the Earth. It was a suborbital mission. Alan Shepard's mission to Moon. He again took a voyage to Moon in Apollo 14 on 31st January 1971 along with astronauts Stuart Roosa and Edgar Mitchell. He landed on the Moon on 5th of February 1971 along with Edgar Mitchell, while Stuart Roosa remained in the lunar orbit in the command module. They reached Moon in 4 days and the entire mission lasted for 9 days. He was the fifth person to walk on the Moon. He was the oldest person to walk on the Moon at the age of 47 years. He was there on the Moon for 33 hours. They collected the samples of rocks and soils from the Moon for further study and research. Thus, Alan Shepard risked his life by going into space 2 times for the growth and development of science. The astronauts Edgar Mitchell and Stuart Roosa, who accompanied Alan Shepard on the mission to Moon, also risked their life for the cause of science. Valentina Tereshkova. She is a Russian cosmonaut. She is the first woman to go into space. She is the youngest woman to go into space. She is the only woman to go into space alone on a solo mission. She went into space in the spacecraft Vostok 6 on 16th of June 1963. She was in space for about 3 days. She orbited the Earth 48 times. She risked her life by going into space, that too alone on a solo mission. Vladimir Komarov. He was a Russian cosmonaut. He was the 14th person to go into space. He went on space missions 2 times. He was the first Soviet cosmonaut to go into space 2 times. He died after entering the atmosphere while returning due to parachute failure, and the spacecraft crashed to the ground on 26th of April 1967. He was the first person to die in space flight during space mission. Neil Armstrong. He was an American astronaut. He was the 26th person to go into space. He went into space 2 times. He went to Moon along with Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins in the spacecraft Apollo 11. He was the first person to land on the Moon on 20th of July 1969. He was on the surface of the moon along with Aldrin for 2 hours 36 minutes. The samples of rocks and sand was collected from the moon. The mission took about 8 days and 2 hours. Neil Armstrong risked his life for the welfare of mankind. Buzz Aldrin. He is an American astronaut. He went to moon along with Neil Armstrong and Michael Collins in the spacecraft Apollo 11. He was the second person to land on the moon on 20th of July 1969. He also risked his life for the sake of science and mankind. Michael Collins. He was an American astronaut. He went to moon along with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin in the spacecraft Apollo 11. He did not land on the moon. He was in the lunar orbit in the command module Columbia and orbited moon 30 times till Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin returned from the surface of the moon. He also risked his life for the development of science. Thus, we have seen how scientists have risked their life for the welfare of humanity and mankind. That's all in this video. Thank you.